So Greg, what can you tell us about how to use video effectively to drive sales?
Well, the whole secret to video is that it's not simple, and I think that's one of the reasons why people have to think about it a couple of times. But I've found that if you kind of reduce it to, you got to get your video discovered, because there's over 24 hours of new video uploaded every minute. And so just putting it up there on YouTube isn't enough. It's got to get discovered. Then you want it watched. And you would think that that's the easy part, but it turns out a lot of people, after watching 10, 15, 20 seconds, bail out. So you need to make it compelling enough for them to watch it all the way to the end. And then last but not least, you want them to share it. And now that's not something people are used to on television, because you just watch the program.
Right.
But this is a social medium. And if your video is truly compelling, if it's engaging, if it has that special moment, people will turn around and share it with their friends, their colleagues, with other people who they think, will enjoy this video too. So the discovery, watching, sharing, those are the 3 steps.
Okay, and what about being creative? Don't you think that, or funny, that you have something that's a genuine entertainment factor, that's part of what will help it go viral?
Sometimes. So funny is one of the formula, but it turns out newsworthy is just as important as funny. So you don't always have to laugh your way to success. Sometimes if you've got an important announcement, that'll work. I've seen product videos, one done by the owner of Dynamite.com, a small business in New York. All he did was a product demo of his magnetic bracelet. And that product demo, because the product was so intriguing, got millions of views, but more importantly, it generated $130,000 of orders for the product, and for a small business, that kept him in backload, and he had to work hard just to ship that many products. But that's the kind of problem we would all love to have.
Absolutely. And with that video, do you think that he had really good search terms? Did he have a compelling title with it, or how did people stumble across that if they were searching for something?
He had his company name in the title. There are no search terms there that I can detect. What he basically did was a product demonstration. It was one that he had actually done at trade shows, so he knew that people were sort of fascinated by what you could do with the magnetic bracelet. But it was nothing more than a close-up on his hands and the magnetic bracelet. If you go to Dynamite.com, you can see it on his website, or if you do a search in YouTube for Dynamite.com, you can find it. And it's just a fascinating video.
All right, well, I'm glad that you brought that up, because a lot of times I have been focusing on the creative elements and also the fun elements, because I've been drawn in by those myself, quite frankly, that if you go to Who You Gonna Call on YouTube, you're going to come across a really well done video that's very creative, based on Ghostbusters. It's fun to watch, and it's of course gone viral because it's fun to watch, and mostly because it takes place extemporaneously. No one in the New York Public Library reading room has any idea of what's going on, so they've captured these people's real-time reactions, and you're sucked in. You got to watch the whole thing. But I think that it is very important, what he pointed out, is that it doesn't have to be funny, that it can be just true to what it is that you're doing, and that can go viral as well. And the bottom line is, it drives sales. It can drive sales, and that's what we all want.
There you have it. We're going to actually share about a half a dozen different examples tomorrow during the video primer. And again, some of them are funny. Funny does work, but there are a lot of other formula. In fact, one of the hottest categories right now is how-to videos.
This is true. One of the girls, I remember seeing this, that there was a girl from England somewhere who did a video about how to put on makeup appropriately or correctly, and with style and flair. She's in a messy room, and everybody was watching this video, and it was just a very normal, she's in her room. And
there is now a cosmetic line that she has launched in the United States. So these makeup tips, there are actually over 450 million views of just the top 5 makeup tip channels in YouTube.
Okay, so how come we're not doing a makeup tip right now? So let's see, putting on the eyeliner.
It's too late. Some are lost causes. I'm just I'm just explaining it. It is what it is.
All right. So other reasons to buy this book. You've done a lot of research. You have a lot of case studies in here. There's a lot of very practical pointers of how-to steps and suggestions.
There are, and there's some funny stories.
Okay.
So it's not like I'm against humor. Humor works.
Right.
So I got the opportunity to interview the producer for Monty Python. He got to share some of his tips and tricks. So you get everything from the small business case study all the way up to, Monty Python reinventing itself on YouTube.
Yeah.
And the important thing is the YouTube channel helped drive DVD sales 23,000% above what they had been.
Well, there's your metrics, folks. Video works. It sells. And if you don't have any video up, you should be working on that right now. Go and reserve your company name, at the very least, immediately on YouTube, so that you're going to be the voice that's on that name, again, relating to your company, and again, driving inbound traffic to your website and selling.
That works for me.
Okay, great. Thanks, Greg.
Thank you, Patty.